work received so as to enhance the portfolio of the individual along with ranking of their deemed universities. Our team members are all from a very well background, educational backgrounds. They are all professionals in different sectors of engineering and biotechnology, and they can actually look into every work and pick the patentable concepts, the copyright applicable concepts, which can help to enhance the portfolio of an individual. So what we do is we actually provide them consultancy, identify their problems, we do a research work, create idea out of it, and then even help them in developing the idea so that the project can be patent worthy. So like till this date, just a brief about how much work we have done. We have filed more than 5500 IPRs in the last few years. We have more than 850 ideas in possessions. When we say that, we have 850 patent applicable ideas in possessions, which can be provided to multiple education institutes, professionals, which can help to enhance their portfolio. They are 100% patent applicable concepts, which will be guaranteedly patent registered. We have more than 4,500 clients whom we have worked with. We have conducted more than 15,000 sessions online and offline. Even during the pandemic, we have been using the online platforms to educate people so that the IPR thing is, hardwired into them when they can come into the educational sector again. So just briefing about what IPR is, what are the different categorization. I'll just brief it in one or two slides. There are four categories in IPR when we talk about. One is copyright, second is trademark, third is patent and design. So whenever anybody wants to file a copyright, it is usually filed on artistic work, literature work, computer softwares. In India, the softwares cannot be patented, but I know the rules and regulations are different in different country. But when we talk about India, all the artistic work which has an expression, those things are protected under copyright. Okay, so maybe it's a computer software, literature work, paper publications, journals, blog writing, your website, everything that has an artistic touch is secured under copyright. Talking about trademark, as we all know, it helps to secure the brand identity. So whether it's a name, logo, symbols, taglines, jingles, smell, voice, dialogue, all these things are secured under trademark. The thing that helps to provide an identity to a product is usually secured under trademark. That is why above a brand name or a logo, we would have seen the symbol TM or R. So that trademark helps a person to secure the brand identity. So if any individual develops a product or maybe a machine or decides to start an own company, they can secure their name using trademark filing. Here in India, for filing a trademark, you do not even require an own company. Here, only by using your own name, address, your residential address, and email ID and phone number, you can be a trademark owner. So that is the best part about Indian trademarks. When we talk about patent, there are two categories. One is called the utility patent and second is called the design. Under the patent, it helps to protect uh, uh, machines, mechanisms, methods, product, design, all such things which has a logic, which is always has a logic, where you have to explain to the government that why you have to create this product and how it is going to be implemented. Whenever we talk about copyright, it is always artistic. There is no logic involved. It is always about an expression. But here, the ideas, the innovations, methods, mechanisms, all these things are secured under patents. So IPR has these 3 to 4 categories, and under patent we have utility and design. Design helps to protect the structure of the patent. When we talk about utility, it helps to secure the method, process, mechanism, and all such things under IPR. So when we talk about IPR, we need to understand what are the benefits that are legally provided to them. A lot of point was covered by even Nankishore sir, but adding on to it, see, whenever we talk about IPR in India, these provisions are provided to students, PhD candidates, researchers, and faculties. Like first is international recognition. As we all know that when we talk about IPR, it is only created once in the entire world, right? So international recognition, amplified scholarship offers. We have an experience with the education sector where we have seen the student with a low mark, like maybe low grade, but with a lot of IPR in the profile, maybe patents or copyrights, they have been welcomed, warmly welcomed into educational sectors in India and outside India too. We have a good number of student associates who actually got their work patented, and their profile was well accepted in countries like US, Australia, New Zealand, Germany because of their IPR portfolio. Research fundings in India, it's very difficult to get fundings, and I think every person in the educational sector knows about it. But when we talk about a patentable concept, or maybe something that has been secured under IPR, it is very easy to convince a person that the idea is unique, and by investing your money into something that is unique, they can get a profitable share out of in the commercial world. So the research funding becomes easier. Industrial job offering. This is also one of our experienced field where we have seen that with the patent portfolio, it helps the companies in which they want to get recruited. Their sorting gets easier because when a person has an what do you call an out of box thinking, a person who thinks outside the box, these things gets these things gets easier for them to develop. So we have seen the people getting recruited faster when they are into IPR and all such things. So these are the main key factor which can be used while marketing. Whenever we decide to get involved with an educational institute, or we approach a client in the educational field, these factors, where their amplified scholarships, their job opportunities, if they want to start a startup in India, the government has provided a huge benefit and profitable share for the people who want to get involved in a startup with a patentable concept. If you want to get registered yourself into a startup, there are multiple norms that has to be followed. But if you have a patentable concept, the things gets much more easier, because by showing your profile with a patentable idea, they get recognized faster in startups. Along with that, there are a lot of subsidies and provisions which has been provided under startup schemes for the people with IPR. So this things also gets easier. So these are the key factor which will be advertised while we'll be showcasing our company's portfolio, or getting a close interaction with the clients. Okay. So when we talk about educational institutes in India, it has already been highlighted by Nandkishore sir. Every accreditations, whether it is NBA, NAC, NIRF, AICTE, every accreditations has emphasized on IPR. Um, Today, if you can see that the educational sector is improving a lot, there are multiple institutes which are competing with each other with good infrastructure, great educational faculties, good students, and all such things. But the only factor which has been very competitive in like to fight with is IPR. There is a good chunk of score which is provided for IPR activities, for patents and all such things. And if we can approach the educational institute to help them with amplifying their projects by making their ideas more patentable, to get it granted faster, if we can focus on those things, it will be much more easier to get ourselves involved with multiple national institutes in India. We have we can provide a very effective solutions to institutes who are looking for better accreditations in India with IPR. So basically, how our team works, this is just a frame. So we have powerful resources for converting research into patents. See, whenever we talk about amplifying the idea, the best part about our team is we have great great associates who are actually experts in diversified field of engineering, biotechnology, medical sciences, and we will continue to collaborate with multiple people who are have their education and knowledge in diversified field, which will help us to understand different sectors and get in ourselves involved with multiple institutes, industries, and all such work. So how our team works. So uh, as you can see on your board, we will receive the problems and our company can provide solutions. Now there are when we talk about our tech team, now what they are involved into are into they are into virtual R&D, idea hunting, design, experts, and workaround. Now what are these services? Just to understand, when we talk about virtual R&D, we have a team which can actually provide a blueprint of the entire work. See, whenever we approach an industry, or maybe we are involved, there are multiple projects in which educational institutes are involved. It may be difficult for them to identify whether their work in the direction in which they are working will there be any problems faced if they keep pursuing the same direction? IPR may not be a major activity here in India, but because today everything is international, everything is online. So if you develop a product and you go into the market, if the product is already available somewhere, there is a big possibility that that work will get caught and get into an infringement or conflict with another company. So what a virtual R&D team does is they work through the idea, they will work and they'll observe every key factors involved, and then they will help to amplify the idea whatever they have created and find patentable concept to file a patent. So even if their project is ongoing, they can actually help to amplify the idea into patentable concept to make it unique. Second is idea hunting. If there are a group of people who has no idea what they have to do, so we can actually help them to pursue a direction. We'll actually provide them projects which are patent applicable. We help them in designing the products. That is basic to understand. We have experts whom they can discuss with that what direction they are thinking to, what are the key factors that they want. They can guide them whether this concept can cause any infringement. All such things can be sorted down with our experts. The last is the workaround. We have big multinational companies in India and outside India who have got caught into infringements because of their similar concepts. So we actually help them to work around the product so that they can claim that the idea is not, conflicting, and which can help them to get out of a conflict without paying any money. So we have an expert panel who are, you can say, they are techno legal people who can actually, who are technically well versed. Along with that, they have a skill of lawyer, which helps them to identify those capable points which can help them to work outside the box, things outside the box, and get their conflicting concepts to be, eradicated from the project, or maybe to work around the project to showcase that this is not something that is conflicting. So we have a team who actually works in that direction too. And the second is we have an IP team who does the prior art verification in multiple databases. They, so that everything that they are presenting, we can identify whether it is patent applicable or not, and if it is, we'll help you with the drafting and filing and the registration of the entire procedure. So that is how our entire team will be working. So these are few examples of how we, our client comes up with a few of the things that they have in their mind, that this is what they want to do about it. And we have an expert design team who can actually convert just their thoughts into an idea, who actually they can bring it onto a software, a presentation with which, and these are all registered design, industrial design patents. So we have actually just replicated their thoughts into an actual product on the software, and we have been capable of getting it, registered under the registry. And these are few examples of virtual R&D. People come up with just piece of paper and the sketch, and we actually get them converted into an actual product, out of which few are actually sold by our clients who are industrial people, and into an actual product. And this is one of our expertise holds. And these are actually registered patents, and some of them are actually available in the market. So this is the capability of our product. So talking about the valuation of a patent, or talking about the valuation of IPR, we just need to understand that there is a big market. India is still growing, understanding and realizing that IPR is a big junk which has not been explored. And slowly the institutes, apart from the IITs, see, IITs have been in this field, but apart from the IITs, or you can talk about these big giant colleges, now every small college wants to be on the top. And IPR is an unexplored field, and now we can enter this field with virtual IPR. Everyone wants to improve their portfolio. Every educational sector has been trying to explore this field, and this is where we have to enter as an expert team, which can, there is a huge market which has been not explored by a lot of people, and educational sector is a huge for every one of us. So if you have any doubt, we can, you can address that. Otherwise, this is what we should pursue in. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your informative informative explanation about the topic, ma'am. It was very, very informative. And about you to give the examples of the people who really literally came to you with the paper design and you turned them into a real product. It was amazing. Surely the people listening to you right now, if they have any opportunity in the future, if they have any design, just surely come to you. I think so, yeah. Thank you so much. And moving on, as we are running short of time, let's move on quickly to the next speaker. That is Mr. Kishore Shinde sir. Knowing his PC crashed yesterday night, he had all the data on the PC. It just went off. He was about to speak on his marketing itself, like all about this self, building up self and whatever. But still, let's over to him. Let's listen what he has to say.
Yeah, thank you, Vaishnavi, and thank you, Pooja ma'am. Actually, Pooja ma'am and Dhruv sir, I know you are actually traveling, and along with all this schedule, you managed to give the presentation, and all your efforts are really appreciable, and I would really thank you.
So thank you, sir, from
Thank
our
you so much, sir.
And I would like to mention to all of my associates and all of my fellow colleagues and all, we have now seen each and everything like Nandkishore sir mentioned and Pooja ma'am mentioned. So apart from all the details, so we can say any students from mid school to up to the college, up to the PhD, postdoc. So whatever the requirement, whatever the business solutions, whatever the digital solution they require, we are here to help them, and we are doing all these technical and all these services in one roof. So absolutely, I'm feeling grateful. We are having a great team, and we are having a great combination of all services. So I would like to pass this message to each and every my associate and colleagues. So now we are ready to serve all kinds of services in the market, all kinds of requirement in the market. So even from the students, even from the industries, we can serve all the digital things, IPR things, everything. So as we are close to the timing, I would like to thank you all of my teams and Vaishnavi, who is hosting this evening. And I will hand over to the Vaishnavi now to conclude this session. Thank you very much.
Though your PC crashed, the topic was very actually for the gratitude. I would like to conclude the session now as we are after. I must say the webinar was kind interactive and really proven for tremendous use to everyone who's attending the webinar. We have as a chief guest we have Mr. Arvind Krishna sir. As I read his qualification, I really think if Arvind sir have, are you on online sir? Do you have anything to share with us? I would really like anything in future or any message to us.
Yes. So, firstly, heartiest congratulations to Nandkishore and Kishore Shenge for launching the new company ProIn 4.0. I think it was very informative listening to all the presenters. At least I have got a lot of things to learn and also to note down. Uh, there was one point that Nand Kishore was talking with respect to the skill sets. So I think one of the important skill sets in today's scenario should also be social skill sets. So he was talking about hard skills, soft skills. So there's one very important point that you should also keep in mind is your social skill set. And he touched upon various different points. I mean, in my experience, looking at almost 3 decades that I've been working in the tire industry. Um, Leaderships are of many styles, So he touched upon very briefly on leadership, and leadership comes, by natural style as well as adapted style. So you need to differentiate very clearly. You could be a very shy person but not good in communication, etc., but then you'll have to learn the skill set, to make it advantage to you in the kind of scenario that you will be put in. So so I heard a lot about resume building. Resume building is something very critical, because there are so many things that we do over a period of time, but somewhere we miss out in terms of recording those. So all those important things should be recorded in terms of the work that has been done. And this pandemic has actually given us a lot of you know different learnings, I would say, where upskill and reskill is a constant that is needed if you have to be relevant to the kind of work that we do. So I once again would like to congratulate and share my best wishes to both of them, and look forward if I could be of help in any part of the journey that they would be undertaking, in terms of any kind of support. I'll be very happy to do that. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Uh, I would like to share one more thing. Uh, Now we are actually planning to connect with each and every associate as per their convenience, as they are globally, as they are domestic, and over across all the pan India. So I would thank you everyone who has attended this session, and I am giving mic to the Vaishnavi for the conclusion of this event.
Hello. Thank you so much, Arvind Krishna sir. What you said about the social interaction and leadership was very useful. We'll surely take this into mind and work upon it. And